Hey guys, Huzz here, bringing you another video. Now this is episode 1 in a new series that I kind of want to start doing. Obviously this is the pilot, so let me know in the comments what you think. But it is a Q&A series, and it's a question answer. You send in questions, I answer them, and it mainly could be about League of Legends, other games, different things, YouTube things. And I thought about this series because I get sent quite a lot of questions. And instead of just helping that one person, my channel is about helping people get better at LoL. Why not help more? So the footage actually you're seeing in the videos is going to be about different games. This week we're going to do Smite because I've been playing a little bit, as the video showed. I did a Smite video the other day. But yeah, it's going to be a different game maybe every week. And yeah, let's get started, I guess, with questions, the first ones. And I've kind of grouped them together. So the first ones are going to be about YouTube stuff. So the first question is, do I have a ritual or that type of thing for recording videos? So do I do something before I do it? How do I do it? Do I sit down, stand up, that type of thing? So the normal thing I do is just make sure that my throat is okay before I start recording. Make sure I've had a drink, that type of thing. Make sure that I'm relaxed, not hyped up, just calm. For some videos like this one, I'm actually standing up and I like to have a walk around, so that's occasionally why you may hear a sudden movement in the mic. It's because I'm walking around in these type of videos. It's what I do, helps me kind of think in a question video, but obviously for the commentaries I am sitting down at my desk talking about a game, much like a caster in LCS. But yeah, not really a ritual, more just preparing myself really. And that is important if you do want to get into YouTube. Just be prepared. Don't go into it. You've just come home from work or school. You're running to your computer, itching to make a video. You sit down. You're puffing in and out. And yeah, that wouldn't be a good thing. Just compose yourself, and that'll probably be it. I'm not really aware of anybody that has a ritual. Next question is, do I have any people that inspired me to make YouTube videos or start YouTube? And now I did briefly, I think, touch on this in my 7 facts video, which I'll link in the description below if I remember. But the answer is, I didn't really have individuals that inspired me. It was more boredom that inspired me. I was on a gap year before university when I made my YouTube channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If I had to say people who inspired me to do YouTube, mainly Jesse Cox and Total Biscuit. For those who aren't aware, I'm sure you're aware of their channels if you're aware of mine, but I don't know, I was subscribed to both of them in the 10,000 to 15,000 mark when their channels are that small, and now look at them. Total Biscuit's 1.5 million or something. Jesse Cox is over 500,000. They're doing really well, and it kind of makes you think, they've done it, maybe I can, maybe one day. And yeah, it's a great thing that they've accomplished, and that does kind of inspire me, I guess, which is great. So the next, or another YouTube question is, any advice for getting into YouTube? How to be, I can't speak for being hugely successful, but I've done okay. But any advice, especially in this circumstance the person is asking in commentary sense, because obviously that is the main thing I do. Firstly, confidence is key when you're doing YouTube. Don't go into it being very shy or quiet. Many YouTubers, you watch a video, you may Google something completely random, and then say you're on Minecraft, and it is completely off the top of my head, you're on Minecraft, you're trying to get something redstone to work, so you just Google it, and this is video with not many views, so you click on it, and you just can't hear the guy because he's really quiet, because he's probably embarrassed that his parents will hear him or something like that. Don't be that, really. Be open with your parents if you are obviously younger. That is something I did, because obviously I live at home. I said to my parents, I'm going to start making videos, so if it sounds like I'm commentating, don't laugh. I actually, have a little joke with your parents about it. But I'm going to give it a go. And they were quite, they were confused at first. They didn't really know what was going on, but they are aware of my channel's size, and they are fairly proud that 16,000 individual people have subscribed to me. But yeah, be open. They will always be supportive if they are good parents, I suppose. Just confidence is key. That is pretty much it. If you think of examples, the Yogscast, Tobuscus, Markiplier, Total Biscuit, all them guys, they all have confidence. That's who they are. They're confident people. Confident people make successful entertainers or education peoples. So be confident. Be yourself. Don't think that you and a friend are going to make a Minecraft channel, or one of you is going to be the funny one is going to be the more serious one that knows about everything, because the Ogscast kind of have that covered. Be yourselves. If that is you in real life, then it will come across like that, but don't force it. And that is pretty much what I can kind of say. You know, if you meet me at a LAN event, you know, I'm going to more LANs this year, maybe even some events, I'm not really sure. I will be the same person that you listen to or see me on stream, hopefully, if, you know, you ever do bump into me one day. But yeah, that's pretty much to that extent of the YouTube questions. So hopefully you're still with me. Now we're going to move into some League of Legends questions. So the first one is kind of a newish one. What do I think about the promotion series skipping? For those who are unaware, you can now skip your promotional series up to Platinum 1. And you have to obviously be fairly high MMR to do this, and you have to, you know, win a certain amount. But it's basically Riot listening to all the complaints and just letting everybody do it, which, I don't know. Here's the general consensus of, you know, I've asked friends, and my own opinion is if you're low at your low, you love this. You're going to be like, yes, Riot, you're listening to us. If you're high or low, you won't like this. I'm afraid to say I do not like this. It's making the game easier than it already is. And if you listen to any professional out there or any YouTuber, everybody will tell you solo queue is very, very easy. And Riot is just making it even more easy. The current system is the easiest solo queue's ever been, in that it's very hard to get demoted, especially, you know, if you're going from platinum to gold. You need to lose like 10 games in a row at 0 LP, which I don't think anybody has ever done. If you have done, then you're very unlucky. But it's just too easy. It's way, way, way too easy, solo queue now. So I'm not a fan of this change. I don't know. Riot obviously think it's a good change. They're probably going to help. Well, I am in the minority, you know. I'm already back in the top 1% of the server, and I haven't actually been playing a lot of solo queue nowadays, but I'm already back in the top 1%. So yes, I am in the very small minority in that respect of ELO. So maybe, you know, 80% of everybody playing solo queue will love this, which if that's the case, fine. You know, the mass populace will always win in that regard. The more people, the better for Riot's wallet and bank, really. But for me personally, I don't think it's a good change. It's making the game too easy than it already is. But it does make, to the question, that it will make Smurfs easier to get back to high ELO, or get a Smurf to high ELO, I should say. Which, again, is leading on to another question. When will I start either playing my Smurf or making videos about my Smurf again? So, this is a question that, it's hard to give a definite answer, because I have promised so many things in the past, and if I'm just too busy to do it, or laziness, let's be honest, I haven't delivered on things which I need to improve on, especially this year. So the Vi guide, I'll be working on the solo queue guide, or the updated solo queue guide I'll be working on in the next few days. Smurf wise is soon. If I put a Blizzard soon TM on it, that will probably be the most realistic answer. I do want to make and improve the series, because I know it's a series that helps people, because it's going in at your perspective. I'm playing against people that the majority of you guys listening or watching, you guys can relate to, because you're seeing them do the same item builds, you're seeing them doing the same plays, and then you're seeing me being a Diamond 1 Season 3 player, Diamond player in Season 4, say, that's what they're doing wrong, this is what they need to do, etc., you know, here, so forth, and all that. So I do see the value of me playing a Smurf. Many people also sent me messages saying don't play a Smurf, because they've had personal bad experiences with Smurfs, always telling them what to do or being just rude. But I hope you guys would know, you know, I'm not a rude League of Legends player. I'm someone that always says try to be nice to people. Yes, you will have arguments, but try to be nice. Don't bring real life into it. I never bring real life into the game. If someone makes a bad play, I'll say they made a bad play if they are, you know, making a fuss. And then occasionally, yes, everybody has that brief moment that they just have frustration ringing in their ears. But yeah, Smurf will come back, definitely. Next question is, what are my goals for League of Legends this year? So I'll briefly answer this one. It's one I can answer very, very quickly. So obviously High Diamond 1, maybe even Challenger at one point in the season on my main account, which is a lot more realistic now that there's 200 slots, not 50. And then Diamond 1 on my Smurf, which I think now is realistic with the promotion series being able to skip. Obviously Smurfs are going to skyrocket back into Diamond, or get it into Diamond, because they can literally avoid promotion series. It frustrates me, but yeah, you can literally just go, okay, I'm going to go from, 10 promotion series, I've been placed into Gold 5, win all them, bam, Gold 3, bam, win them, Gold 1. You can do that in like 10 games, and bam, you're in Platinum and straight up to Diamond. I don't know, it's weird. So yeah, Platinum, Diamond, High Diamond 1, if not Challenger from my main account, and Diamond 1 for my Smurf at probably the end of the season that will happen, let's be honest. And then I did mention it, I think, in a past video. I'm going to try and have to confirm with Riot, I suppose, is I do want to have a bronze account and get that to Diamond in a series, but that's going to be quite hard to do for me to get a bronze account. I don't mind leveling one. I did it on my Smurf. I leveled that by myself, bought XP boosts, which I'm happy to do, but I will not purposely lose placement matches for other people. That's just that's unfair. So I don't know how I will actually get an account to bronze or have an account in bronze, and that is something I'm gonna have to message Riot about. So yeah, that will be a thing. Next question: what do I think about boosting, that type of area? So boosting is, either having there's two types: having your friend who's high reload play duo queue with you on a Smurf or their main account and just duo queuing you, boosting you up the ranks, making you higher than you should be. Or the other kind, which is the kind I don't like, what more don't like, is paying someone that you don't know, probably on the internet, a service to either log on your account or pay them to duo queue with you to get you higher than you should be. So obviously one of them is worse than the other. I would always, I hope you guys know which one is worse, and that is the stranger that you're paying to make, get you higher than you should be. But the friend one, I'm not really going to slate friends playing with friends. In the end of the day, they're your friends for a reason, and you want to play a video game with each other, that's fine. But then you kind of, as friends, I understand that the lower ELO person is most likely going to be more eager to duo queue with the higher one in most cases, because they probably see, oh, my friend Tom is Diamond 3 on his main account, I'm Gold 4, and he can duo queue with me and get me Platinum. I can see the appeal in that, really, I can, but you kind of got to think about your friend who's the higher ELO. Does he kind of really want to be duo queuing with a low ELO person when he's, you're going to be a burden? And I don't mean that by any bad sense. You are going to be a burden, and it's a burden that he could avoid in theory. So yeah, I don't know. It's a difficult one, and I think it's one that everybody has to take in their own stride and think about, will this affect my relationship with my friend if I say no? It shouldn't, but will it? Etc. So the next question is, what do I think about LOL Nexus? Now, we are nearing the end of this, by the way. If you are still with me, just again checking you're with me. I will actually probably have a keyword just to see how many people made it to the end. So that'll be testing you. But anyway, then what do I think about LOL Nexus? So LOL Nexus, I've been, fairly vocal about it. There was a very popular video the other month or week that I actually did comment on, and it was the most upvoted on that video. And it got front page of Reddit, and yeah, I did get a lot of upvotes for it, in that someone was making a huge issue of how to stop people using LOL Nexus, how to trick it out, not showing your runes and masteries, and I kind of just made the comment, why? Why? I don't, it doesn't give any competitive edge. Everybody can use it, therefore everybody knows everything, that runes, masteries, etc. As for me, a veteran of this game, I don't need LOL Nexus to know what runes and masteries they've taken. It's fairly easy to find out. You go into the game, you click on the person in the top left corner, or opposite if you're the opposite, you flip the settings, is their stats. From that stat screen, I exactly know what they've done. I know if they went flat AD, I know if they've gone lifesteal, I know if they've gone movement speed, I know if they've gone attack speed, AP, etc. You know these things if you just learn it, so it doesn't really give you any competitive edge. The only thing I would say a LoL Nexus benefits you is if it's their main champion, if how many games they've played, and what is their KDA. You could see that someone has played Maokai 500 times but feeds every game. You're not really going to be threatened by this person. You see a Zed play 600 games on him and gets fed every game. Right, I'm going to be a bit more careful, etc. That's the only thing it really gives. And again, it shouldn't really stop you playing that, normally. You just play normally against the person, just be a bit more aware that this person does know what, they know what they're doing. And that's pretty much what it comes down to. Anything else rather than that, I don't really believe. LoL Nexus is not a bad thing. Would I be sad if it goes? No. If, it's here, use it while it's here. If Riot does decide to stop giving that data to these websites, that's fine with me, as I can just find out the runes and masteries just looking them in game. So last couple questions. What game? Okay, different one. What games am I looking forward to this year? So I am looking forward to a couple. WildStar is one of them. The next MMO I'm looking forward to. I actually did resub to World of Warcraft recently just to play a MOBA. But yeah, I resubbed to WildStar, which is resubbed to WoW, and I'm looking forward to WildStar, which is going to maybe be the new WoW. I hope it's not too similar, because that may just turn into a boring game. And then Star Citizen, I have actually already bought into that. Probably will put even more money into it nearer to the launch, get a bigger ship. If you haven't checked out Star Citizen, I will recommend it big time, as it's basically, from what I know and can explain, it's going to be a cross between EVE Online, World of Warcraft to a certain degree, throw a bit of Guild Wars 2 in there, and then just some other random games. Like, it's going to be, it's going to have an economy like EVE. It's space-based, and it's going to have dogfighting. It's going to have a big hangar that you can park your ship in. It has ship insurance. It's going to be huge. It's like Minecraft. It's forever expanding universe that you can free roam. It's going to be incredible. Now, hopefully you didn't hear me take off my jacket or jumper there. But yeah, it's getting a bit hot, as I did start this when I was actually cold. So that's something. So yeah, they're pretty much the only two games I'm really looking forward to, which is actually quite sad. But they're two games that I'm really looking forward to. Elder Scrolls Online, to a certain degree, I will play it, and I will probably do some content on it. I have actually already played the beta, but because there's such a big NDA on it, I can't say anything about it. All I'll say is I much prefer Skyrim, and it seems that whoever was running it went way more with this is just an MMO game, WoW clone, rather than this is a Elder Scrolls game just with MMO elements. I'd much prefer if they went, this is an Elder Scrolls game with MMO elements, rather than the other way around, which they've just gone, it's an MMO with not many Elder Scrolls elements. But anyway, I think that'll do for this video. So basically, this is going to be maybe the series. Maybe I'll make it a little bit better. We'll have to see. But yeah, keyword for this video is victory. Put that in somewhere in a comment below. Also, I need questions to do this series. So if you have a question, put it in the comments below. But if it's a long one, put it in a private message on YouTube. And if it's a private message, I'll probably end up replying to you, as well as put it on the series if it's a question I can. And if it's in the comments, I'll probably just cover it into the series. Maybe I'll reply to a couple of them, not really sure. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. So remember, the keyword to this, if you made it all the way to the end, is victory. Remember the comments into the comments below. And that is it. So if you like this video, please put a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And I'll see you guys next time.